All right, this section just looks like money well spent. So naturally, being out here in Wisconsin with no farm work to do for the first week that I was here, I ended up getting on Facebook Marketplace quite a bit, and I wound up getting a whole pile of Ridgid Tools for $300. I got 1/2 inch impact, I got 2 regular 1/4 inch impact drivers, got a couple of nailers, got a circular saw. I didn't get a grinder, unfortunately, which would have been a good help, but I'm just going to get one of them. I got a heat gun, I got a whole pile of stuff. It was a really good deal, and plus I got like 7 or 8 batteries with it too. So what better time to set something up that will be really useful on the farm than right now when I got all this time on my hand on the weekends. So that's what we're going to do here today. So what I want to do is make an efficient, easy way that I can bring 1/2 inch SAE and Metric along with a 1/2 inch drive impact and possibly a battery out into the barn with me, or to the field working on stuff. Something that'll be really easy and efficient to just grab it and go. All right, so let's take a trip down to Fleet Farm, see what they got. I'm thinking that the Milwaukee PACKOUT is probably going to be some of the best bang for the buck in quality and versatility and whatnot for this project here. So let's go see what we can find. Fleet Farm's just down the road. A lot cooler than Tractor Supply, but we got back in New York, so. All right, this section just looks like money well spent. So these have the included customizable insert, which looks like this. So I think this is what I'm gonna go with. Cut the holes for the sockets, SAE, Metric, and impact, and maybe a battery or something. So this is what we're gonna go with. All right, we have the goods. We got the milk truck parked up in the Fleet Farm parking lot. Heck yeah, brother. So now that we have our Milwaukee PACKOUT that we're gonna design this thing into, or out of, I guess, let's get right to it. Let's not waste any time here. So I guess what I'm gonna start with is just pulling these sockets out of their tray and just seeing how they all line up in here and how I should do this. I think I'm gonna make it so that they stand up straight like this. So why don't we look at that first? Okay, so we have 2 of the same thin things here. So what do these look like compared to that? All right, so we're definitely just going to have to cut through just both of these things. I think you can just peel layers off of this if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that way we won't have trouble grabbing them, because I want them to sit just up above this lip here so that you can have an easy time grabbing them out of there. All right, there we go. So these are going to sit together. I'm going to have to cut through both of them. It'd help if I could like glue them together or something, but I don't have that luxury. And this piece can just stay right there in the bottom, and these 2 will sit on top of it. Could electrical tape them together just while we're working on it. Why don't I do that? All right, got my electrical tape. All right, that's not going anywhere. Sip of coffee. All right, got the first hole cut. This is going to be annoying, but I think it'll be rewarding by the time I'm done. So all we got to do is keep after it, I guess. So I'm kind of getting these things laid out now. We've got 4 done so far, up to 5/8 there, getting on to the 11/16, and I think it's going to work out okay. Get the SAE on this side, and then I'll put the metrics right here, and then over here on this side, that is going to fit just perfect in there. And then I will place a battery. Actually, I'll probably, well, I don't know if I'll leave the battery on the tool or if I'll make a different spot for it. If I put it on the tool, I could maybe put an extension or something there, but we'll see. So you can see I'm taking all the sockets and laying them out, and that's making a little bit of a roadmap for where I have to make my holes and make sure I have them all spaced out evenly, and it's going to look good, and it's also going to be functional. The best way I found to trace the holes was with a Stanley breakaway blade, snap blade knife, because it was really long so I could get down really far. And the best way to do it is make an outline with the knife, and then you take the socket away, and you kind of have to think in your mind's eye about where the blade's going. So it's easy to just angle it in when you really have to almost slightly angle it out, because that styrofoam kind of squishes back out against the socket. And you want it to be a tight fit, but not a super tight fit, but also not a loose fit. All right, so we got all of the SAE and all the metric. I had to do a little something right there, which I guess I probably could have just move these down one, put it up there, but it is what it is. It doesn't really matter as long as it works. So I think I'll actually have room in here to maybe put a ratchet right here too, which would be pretty sweet. Put a 1/2-inch ratchet in here so that if I'm working on something and I need to hold the other end of it, maybe I can throw the ratchet on the metric size, or whatever, and just try to make it a little bit more efficient. The other thing I was thinking about is maybe tossing 2 batteries in, putting 2 of them right side by side, and then also maybe throwing in a small extension somewhere so that we have that utility too. So why don't we get it in the box, see what this is looking like, and then see what we need to do for batteries, and then get labeling. All right, see if we can trace this thing out without causing too much damage here. Beep, beep, beep. It's looking pretty good. Wonder if I ought to just edge into that bottom one there a little bit for that, or not. No, it'll be fine. That'll keep it from running around too much in there. All right, probably 2 batteries. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Hopefully you guys think the same thing, but it is what it is. 2 of them. Maybe a room for a small extension, longer extension, and a ratchet or something. We'll see. Maybe a small extension over here. I don't know. I might have just made a big mistake. I forgot to check the side profile to see if they would fit in there. Not quite. It does latch. I don't know if I want to put that type of stress on this box all the time. Well, I found the solution. The batteries I bought with my Ridgid set are just a hair shorter than the batteries I got from that guy on my Facebook Marketplace. So I'm just going to put both of my new batteries in here with this, and if I need one I'll pull it out or whatever, but then these can stay with all the rest of the tools. That'll work out just fine. Perfecto. All right, so after a quick trip to the best store on planet Earth, Harbor Freight, we got everything that we need to complete this here project. So we're going to get this ratchet in here. I think we're going to install it like this. Check that baby out. Got a hole in there and everything for the drive. Alrighty, so then we got our choice of extensions. I don't think the long one's going to fit, but I'm thinking put this one here and put in the two small ones just like that. That looks pretty good. And just punch a couple holes for these things. I don't know what I'm gonna ever use that for, but whatever, I'll put it in here. See how that fits up? Need a little bit more. That's looking pretty good. All right, last couple of finishing touches. I put a little notch in here to grab that out, and then below the impact I cut a little piece out for this to sit in. And with that, it's looking pretty darn good. The only other thing I'm going to do is mark all these sockets with my initials so that I don't mind Dad using my tools, of course, but I don't like him to walk away, and he's going to watch this and he's going to know. But that way they just don't get mixed up by any chance. So well, folks, I think that's going to do it for today. We got this thing built. It's going to be a big help around the farm, getting things fixed on the go in the field or whatever. So thanks for watching along. Remember to like, subscribe, and eat your dairy products, and have a great day.